State Building.
Welcome, everyone. Let me fanboy for a second. This is kind of cool to be able to chat with you guys. So thank you for the opportunity. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
All right. So Miranda, we'll start with you. After you filmed season 1, there was that uncertainty. Are the fans going to follow along? Are we going to get new fans? Are the fans of old going to coming into season 2, knowing that you already established your audience? Was it easier going a sigh of relief knowing that, hey, people want us back. They want to see us.
Yeah, 100%. It was definitely a sigh of relief because the whole first season, it was so fun getting to, work with Jerry and Nathan again, and then getting to see the sets for the first time in all those years. Like, it was a really emotional thing. And then we definitely had to worry the entire time we were filming, what if people don't like it? What if it just, isn't very good? Like, it was scary. So getting to do the second season with all the characters already established and getting to just come in and like try to have as much fun as possible and kind of take it to the next level. That was so much fun. We had a really good time this season.
Now, I mean, I think we all can agree the original iCarly was ahead of its time, being able to talk about vlogs and content on the internet. Looking at both season 1 and the future of season 2, everybody see something in there in 10 years? You'll look back and go, iCarly, the second go around was ahead of its time just as much as the first one. Jerry, we'll start with you.
It's funny. I can't tell if it was ahead of its time or very of its time. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
It was the first to sort of like show kids, expressing themselves on the internet. And now, of course, 10 years after we wrapped TikTok, it's like everybody's a creator, everybody's an influencer. And there's so many outlets for you to make your own content. And I think that's sort of what this show has become about, is this world that I think, maybe they were ahead of its time and they were on the cutting edge as kids, but now what they started has consumed them. You know what I mean? Right. And it's everywhere. It's ubiquitous.
What about for you, Nathan?
Yeah.
It's funny. In a way, I feel like Jerry said, when in the first show, they were kind of ahead of its time. And in a way, almost the theme of this is that we sort of find ourselves almost perpetually behind the curve, like with the rest of the internet, because everything moves so fast. The whole thing is just this, we're trying at breakneck speed to keep up with what everybody likes and what's the content that people are going for, because it just seems like that's what the internet is now, is just this, something's cool for 10 minutes and then it has to be this new thing. So I think in a way that's sort of the almost adult struggle, the very realistic take on what we're trying to do is almost just trying to catch up with the speed of the internet now that it moves this fast.
Well, for instance, like Miranda, so having Josh Peck on set 10 years ago, that would have been a surprise. But since the internet does exist, it got out there. So, but what was it like having Josh on set with you guys?
It was awesome getting to work with Josh again. Drake and Josh was the first thing I ever acted in. I met Josh when I was 8. And he's married now and he has a son, and just to get to have him on the show, and he's playing Carly's manager in multiple episodes. It felt so good, like to get to hang out with him again, to get to act with him, and also to get to see Josh act with Nathan, because their characters have a lot of tension in the episodes. And I thought they had a lot of chemistry, and it was fun getting to see them act together.
Did you get to read Josh's book and go, I kind of lived this? I
did actually just read his book. It's funny because my dad read it too, and he's like such a huge fan of Josh's now. Like, I have like the low-key biggest Josh Peck fan is my father.
Well, Miranda, I think we all know the answer to this one, but I want to know the guys' take. Guys, Nathan, Jerry, what is your favorite curse word? I'm joking.
I'm not ready to be a TikTok sound. Not ready.
Nathan, go for it.
No. I can't do it. I can't live on TikTok.
I want to do it so bad, Garrett. I want to do it so bad.
I know. I'm
Let's
not.
get the clicks. Let's just get the clicks.
No, I won't do it because you know what? The emails alone, like my phone will just go crazy of that's not happening. You're off the list. I just wanted to have some fun with everybody before we go. Congratulations on season 2. Thank you so much for everything, and hopefully to talk to you for season 3 and on. So,
sir, all right,
awesome, man. Thank you.
Ladies, hello. How are you?
Hi, Garrett. How are you?
Lacey, welcome back. Jaden, welcome to the iCarly family.
Thank you.
So let's start with you, Jaden. Where were you? What were you doing when you found out that you got the role to be on iCarly?
Oh, so I think I was just on my phone. I was sitting and my parents came home, and then my dad called up my uncle, which is all of our best friends. And then he called my manager, and then my manager told me, and I was just on the floor crying. Like, it was just such a cool, because this is my big break, basically. My mom was like trying to hide her tears because she figured it out in the car before me, because she got a call from my agent. And then she surprised me with like an eyeshadow palette, and it was such a cool like realization.
So you were the last one in your family to find out that you got your job.
Yes, and there's actually a vlog on our YouTube channel. It's called the Triplet Family Network. It's a family channel for all of us, and we have a bunch of vlogs on there of the experience, if anybody wants to check it out.
Well, I was going to ask if you're going to still continue doing the vlogs now that, you know, you have the show, and I'm sure many more phone calls and emails coming in right after it premieres in a few weeks. So will you be, you'll still be doing the family vlog though, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Now for Lacey, coming into season 2, everybody was, you know, unsure after you filmed season 1, you know, will the audience love it? Will there be a new audience, old audience? Was it easier going into filming season 2 for iCarly, knowing that you guys found that groove, found that audience you guys were meant to talk to? And was there any pressure coming into season 2?
I would say that season 2 has been a much smoother ride. Yeah, we're not in the choppy white waters anymore. It's been fun, and it's cool because now we know who Harper is, and we're getting to watch Harper navigate the world, like what's gonna happen with her and Dutch. It's been so great to see like all the sapphic teens and, you know, queer teens. You know, I've seen some tweets that were like, you know, whenever I watched the original iCarly, like I didn't really get to see anybody who was like me. And now there are people who are like me on the show, and those kinds of responses always really touch my heart, because it's really exciting to see people see themselves, especially in an iconic weird world like iCarly.
Now, have either you, without ruining anything, I haven't watched yet, and I don't want to ruin it for anybody, but any interaction with Josh Peck on set?
Yes. So I would see him like around the lot filming How I Met Your Father. So it'd be a little small talk like, hey, how are you doing? But I got really nervous because, you know, I used to watch Drake and Josh when I was little. So being able to see him in real life, I was like, oh my gosh. And then he got invited to be on the show, and being able to hold a conversation when he wasn't filming was absolutely amazing. He's really sweet.
All right, so I only got a couple of seconds left, but for each, we'll start with you, Jaden. What's one thing we should be on the lookout for season 2 of iCarly that sticks out for you?
I think growing. All the characters are now growing in season 2. I think people who are watching will feel like they relate to the characters because they're actually going through, like kids my age will, you know, feel that preteen phase coming out through Millicent. And I think this season is going to be really relatable and fun.
And Lacey, what about what moment for you is going to stick out in fans' minds when they watch the show?
I think all of the relationship drama is really gonna stick out. It's getting a little messier this season. You'll see some things that you did not expect, and don't get mad at me. That's all I can say.
Don't at me with the mean faces.
It's not me. I did not do it. Okay, that's all I have to say.
All right, and before we go, obviously iCarly is a big show and all about content. What was the last thing both of you watched on your phones? Lacey, you first. What was the last thing you watched?
Oh, No, the last thing I watched on my phone was Atlanta. After like 3 years, it came back and I watched Atlanta on my phone on Hulu. Yeah.
And Jaden, what about you?
Oh man, it's in between Blackish. I'm on, I think, the last episode, or Judge Steve Harvey.
You watch Judge Steve Harvey, Jaden?
He would love that.
Don't at me.
Thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. Have a great day.
Oh, nice to meet you.
From the top of the Empire State Building.
Z100.